Okay, and then once they've recouped that, is there like a split. Like a 80-20 split, 70-30 split, or what was it like in those days?
You get a certain percentage from what you negotiate.
Okay.
No two contracts are really basically the same. If you have bargaining power, you can demand certain things a person just walking in the door can't.
What do you think? Back then there was better contracts than now, where people are getting trapped in like 360s?
Well, it all goes back to what you will go for and what you won't go for. If an artist feel a 360 deal will help him advance, then, you know, more power to him. I can't say, well, that's not good for that person, because no two contracts are the same. And if he or she is willing to work enough that they're gonna be able to make a good living off the deal, then more power to them, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really say, but I know that the record label takes more from you on a 360.
Okay.
Opposed to just signing to your label and making a deal with them, or signing directly to them and getting a percentage from the contracts.
Yeah.
So what did you do with that first million? What was that? What did that feel like? Like, you're at home, you're chilling, and you know, you're just waiting for that money to hit your account. What did it feel like when half of it landed or some of it landed? Because I'm assuming that was up until that point, that was the first time you had a substantial amount of legitimate money.
Well,
in your
not
palms.
necessarily. Well, yeah, well, Jive, I got a substantial amount of money periodically.
Okay.
From shows and publishing, and I didn't recoup, but from publishing and shows, I was making a substantial amount of money at 20 years old.
Okay.
Then I was hustling in the streets, you know what I'm saying? So
at the same time?
But no, after. I had stopped hustling to become a professional recording artist.
Okay.
But I was making a lot of money in the street, like $1,000, $2,000 a day sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Out there selling drugs or whatever.
It must be hard to sort of stop and transition from the road.
It was.
It must be hard.
It was. I used to tell myself I'm not going to the block today, but I always used to find myself up there.
And what kept, I know it's gonna sound stupid, but is it the money that drew you back, or is it just
a habit?
I like the fact you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Because not the money anymore, because you're making money from the music.
I really wasn't signed yet. Like, I was about to sign. I had the contract, I was reading it and stuff. And I was like, I'm not going back up there making it a habit. But I didn't even sell drugs. I just was going up there to hang out. Because I didn't want to get caught selling drugs and fuck up the contract.
Okay. Because a lot of the times in the UK, we have a lot of rappers who are signed and making money from music, but they still dibble and dabble in the streets and end up in prison whilst they're making legitimate money from music.
Enough.
And I always sit there and wonder, I've never been involved in it like that. So I've committed crimes, but not on that scale. And I always wonder, why is it so hard to transition when you're making legit money, but then the road is still calling you back?
Not enough. You know what I'm saying? Some people start out and their lifestyle is just, they develop the lifestyle that they gotta stay up with. So they figured, you know, I can get this amount of money, I could get this amount of money. I could go quietly and make this illegal money and come back to this. But 9 times out of 10, it don't work out like that.
Obviously, when you was signed to Def Jam, obviously they dropped you at some point because allegedly they said that you was massaging someone's neck. You know, somebody had a neck problem.
That dude lied.
He was massaging, he had a neck problem, so
There was a dude
you
named
helped him
Sam.
out.
He lied.
Okay.
But in Texas, I used to look out for this dude named AV. He was the street promotions for Def Jam.
Okay.
Everywhere I went, even Manhattan, let him stay in my room, give him clothes, and he was in charge of the product.
Okay.
So we was on tour, and I never would see my product up. Every venue I go to or whatever, I'm like, yo, what's going on? Oh, it's coming in the mail, it's coming in the mail. So we did a crazy show one time, and he used to always talk like, whatever, we could shoot the 5, like, word? After the show, I seen him. Rap, 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 boom, boom, bam, bam, bam. And then LOD's kind of jumped in. And then, you know, it was, he got beat up. Like, got beat up by me. LD didn't really do nothing but like just push him and stop him and like that. So I was watching Hot 97 and Joe Buttons told Ebro, oh, that was because of me. Joe Buttons, you lying sack of shit. You know, got there while I wasn't over you. Cut your bullshit out. Oh my God, I couldn't wait to say that. You know you lying. You know. I saw his poster. I said, well, his posters is up. It was never over him. I just made a reference because I seen what I seen, and I'm killing shit. I'm tearing ass every night. No pause.
I was waiting for the pause. He said no pause.
Pause.
Oh, no pause.
I ain't from that pause era.
So,
no, I'm straight 100 man. I don't play that pause shit. I ain't got no chill button.
None of the Dipset era, yeah?
No pause.
That's like a Harlem thing sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, some people say it now a lot, but people know I ain't with that.
Yeah.
You know, I say what I mean what I say. So, he goes back to human resources and say, yo, he got beat up. And then Sam Crespo comes in with a neck brace. Mind you, I choked him 2-3 months ago.
Okay.
Just when I'm playing with him.
Pause.
Yeah. And then this girl who A&R'd, I picked her to be my A&R, was in the studio. I just flicked her hair like that. She said, did you hit me? No, I just flicked your hair. All three of them went to human resources.
So
To
they
get
kind
a
of
check.
ganged up against you to try and get you out.
Yeah,
were
well,
trying to
it
get paid.
worked.
Okay.
Because then Leo called me and said, yo, did you have a fight with them? I didn't know it was the other two.
Okay.
I admitted to fighting AV,
Yeah.
but they went too. He didn't say it was them two.
Okay.
Sam and Jessica.
Sam was like 3 months ago anyway. It was a long time
And
ago.
Jessica, all I did was playing with her.
Yeah.
So our human resources told Leo that I had to go because they didn't want to deal with me. Leo and Kevin and Tina Davis signed me. I didn't know Leo and Kevin was going to Warner Brothers at that time.
Okay.
So then they let me go and I went independent. And then I came out with, that's why you loving me, because can't nobody do it back, with Tyrese on Koch. One of my biggest records to this day. So one door closes, another one opens.
Yeah. Okay. So what did that? Because sometimes we don't understand some of the aftercare that's needed when these things happen. Like even sometimes footballers when they don't make it, basketball players when they get dropped, or for instance, at that time when you've gone independent, would you say that did you just think to yourself, you know what, F it, they've dropped me, I'm just going to carry my thing, or did you actually sit at home one day and be like, damn,
Well,
did you feel you effed up?
Well, I know that I did something that being young, living the life of Raleigh, I shouldn't have done. I'm not proud of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?